Hello and welcome to the unofficial Bulls is your Senior Hockey League podcast. I'm your host, Corey, joined by my co-host, Corey.
Just Corey today. No Angry Elf, no Sugar Knee. Sunday, it's a quiet day.
You got a hernia. How is your hernia doing? You have a hernia?
I think I have a hernia. It's not diagnosed. It hurts. It hurts, obviously. It was worse yesterday. I don't know if it was the stress of a wrestling show or what, but yesterday the pain was just unreal. Today it's not bad. It's still there. But yesterday I could have shit my pants. It hurt so much.
Man, we went to a wrestling show yesterday. We're recording this on Sunday, September 21st. So any signings that come after that, we will talk about them on the Thursday episode. Yep. But yesterday we were at a wrestling show. Man, you look like you were in a lot of pain.
I was. I had a lot of fun.
Standing in line. Especially when you were standing in line, it looked really bad. It looked like it wasn't as bad once you were sitting.
Yeah, sitting was a little better. I had to get up every once in a while because it would just start to get numb. But there's one point where we're in line. I don't remember what you did, but you made me flinch, and I could have killed you. I had the tripod, and I was I'm going to wrap this around your head.
I just took a step towards you, pretended I was going to poke you in the belly. And remember, you jumped, but I wasn't even that close to you. I was 3 feet from you. No. I think you thought my arm was going to extend further than it can. Good times, good wrestling shows. Hockey's just around the corner, though.
I can't wait.
Yeah? You're getting excited?
Oh, man, I miss the rinks. There's nothing like Saturday and Sunday night hockey, and Friday.
And Friday, I agree. Yep, lots of good stuff coming up. So we'll start with the bad news. So that's just how it's got to go tonight. The bad news is that the Peninsula is officially dropped out of the league. So yeah, we got word of this on, I want to say Thursday night. Either Thursday night or Friday. I think it was Thursday night. That it was official. They've announced some new tournament thing out in the Peninsula between Tracadie and Lamech. So they're out of the league. We wish everybody the best. Now we're starting to see some big signings, though. So we'll get into the updated schedule here in a bit. But so the announcements that have been made since we last reported, Fredericton announced their new captain. Captain Benji Curtis once again.
Well deserved. One of the best captains in the league, in my opinion. Just a player that his heart's on his sleeve. Before we started recording, we watched that legendary fight with Trey Lewis.
Yeah, it's a great one.
It's the story about that fight on how they beat the piss out of each other and then sat in the locker room and had a beer. Just hockey players are different, man. They're legendary.
They are different. While we talk now about Elspuckduck, we'll get into a few Elspuckduck news things. That's good language speaking here, Corey.
Starting to talk like me.
Got the news things here, boys. Got the news things. So first of all, they announced senior ticket. All right, senior Hawk season tickets. Jesus, I'm struggling. I'm not going to edit any of this. You know what? This is me, boys,
it's funny.
Enjoy it all. So senior Hawk season tickets are coming out. Early bird prices, $100 if purchased by October 1st, $10 a game. I mean, you can't ask for better than that. $120 per pass if you buy them after October 1st. Get out there, get your tickets this year. They also have a family deal, which is a really good deal. So 2 adults, 2 youth for $375. Save a little bit of money and get that. There's going to be no holds, and everything has to be paid in full to secure them. They're only going to be selling 150. So text or message Kylie Francis. You can get her phone number on the Elspuckduck Hawks page. But this is a great opportunity for you to get your season tickets. And I mean, Absolutely. The perks. Sure, if you get them after October 1st, you're paying pretty much the price that you'd pay at the door. But the perk is you don't have to bring cash to every game. And you can quickly just show them your season pass and you walk right in. So
I mean, at least bring your card. They have some good food there.
they bring your debit card, but you don't have to worry about cash.
I recommend the popcorn chicken.
Popcorn chicken,
it's always a favorite of mine.
They've got one of the best poutines in the league too.
Yeah, they got a great poutine. It's been a long time since we've talked food on this show.
It has been, but
bringing back the food to the show.
Bringing back the food to the show. So they have 2 new signings to announce as well. The Elspectal Hawks have signed Brandon Cormier, played Junior A with the Ramblers and the Steamers. A solid level 2 pickup, like a really good level 2 pickup.
Absolutely.
Second signing is Marco LeBlanc. Marco played his junior A career in Edmundston. Again, another level 2, so you're seeing them start to fill out those cards, because just based on the Hawks from last year, most of their level 1s are going to be filled just from that. Yeah. So now we're seeing more and more of that roster fill up. Yeah. It's quite exciting. I think the Hawks fans are happy to see this.
Yeah, I'm familiar a little bit with Brandon. Okay. I remember him from a few Steamers games that we've seen. Marco, I'm not too familiar with.
The Belle Bay Rocks announced the signing of Pierre-Luc Ouellet. So big signing for them. A guy that brings a lot of veteran experience, many championships in Trackety. He's just a great team player. He's going to battle there for them. So that's a great signing. Fredericton announcing Jackson Kogar, former River Valley Lumberjack. So solid.
So guess who broke that news to me?
The Kogar signing?
Yep.
I have no idea.
Connor Cook.
Oh, Connor.
Connor Cook's like, I got a great news for you on a new signing in Fredericton. And he's like, he's a buddy of mine. I'm like, awesome.
Interesting. For me, this just adds some nice depth to them. It's a solid player. Then we carry on now to today. Sunday, we came, a couple of surprising signings.
Signings that we weren't just a smidge.
So, first of all, word came in earlier this morning that Pat Jones was negotiating with Miramichi.
This came in so quick.
Oh, yeah.
Because Corey messaged me with rumor Pat Jones may be going to Miramichi, followed by, a minute? 2 minutes later?
3 minutes later, it was announced. So
it was announced, and you were like, no, it's official. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, that didn't take any time.
Yeah, so Pat Jones, friend of the podcast, great guy. We love Pat here. Owner of a BSHL podcast hoodie. Thank you, Patrick Jones, for your support.
He's the one interview I remember from the first season, how excited he was that Le Marchand beat Trackety in Game 7. Like, I remember it was one of our early interviews. So, Corey, I'm telling you, I'm so excited, and just love Pat Jones. I'm so thrilled that he's back in the league. Thrilled.
100%. I'm really glad to see Pat back. I think Pat and Miramichi is going to be interesting too. Pat's another guy that I hear a lot of good things about in the locker room. Very positive guy, good leader. I think former captain of the Marchand.
Yep, he was the captain.
And Warren A for the Corsairs, but just a skilled guy. Played his junior A. I want to say in Camelton, but I might be wrong with that one. I know that he was at Teton for a little while. I'm going off memory here, so I might as well just search it. And if I'm right, then I come off as a fucking genius. And if I'm wrong, well, whatever. Then somebody else can take over the podcast. I'd be more than willing to let them. Sometimes
no one could do your job.
Damn it, I was right. But he also played for the Woodstock Slammers. So played a couple spots, and then he went and played, I believe, a little bit of high school in the peninsula.
It's not often that you're going to hear someone be right and go, damn it.
I was right, but also not completely right, so I was a little bit sad about it. But yeah, no, I'm happy for Pat. I can't wait to see him in Miramichi. My understanding is that he's very good friends with Bizzo, and that
Billy.
Kind of how, Billy with the. He's friends with Tommy, but Tommy convinced him to go play in Miramichi. That would make no sense. He's friends with Billy. He's probably friends with both, but he's friends with Billy, and I think he wanted to play with Billy again this year. So good to see him go there. And then later on this afternoon, got some really good news. Lucien Carl Saunier, star Trackety Alpine player, fantastic, nice guy, good history, played for the Alpines for years, went on, played with the Peninsula, fan favorite. That's for sure. Signing with a former rival in Dalhousie. That's kind of a storyline to me, is seeing these guys now go play with guys they used to go to war against. So,
I mean, here's the thing for me. Do I know all the Peninsula players or Shippigan or Trackety? No, no. But the names that mattered the most should be in this league somewhere.
Agreed.
And Lucien Carlsonnier and Pat Jones are two big pieces that will fit in perfectly on another team. Just because the Peninsula ain't here doesn't mean we don't get these players. I'm thrilled about Lucien Carlsonnier going to Dalhousie.
Lucien Carl a couple of years ago, 18 games played with Trackety, 11 goals, 17 assists for 28 points. And then in 7 games, in that 7-game series against Shippingen, 2 goals, 7 assists for 9 more points. So clearly, a leader out there.
Absolutely.
Going to do a lot of things. A few years ago in the L'Acadie Chaleur League, I think he got like 40 points in 20 games or something along those lines.
Jesus.
2 solid points player. A game. Solid player. So big signing for them. Next, I think that's all we have right now for signings, but there are so many rumors right now going around this league. It's fucking insane.
Can't mention them, but
so keep an eye out in the next few days, next week or two. I think we're going to see some more Peninsula players land on some BSHL teams, and we're pretty thrilled about it. So let's get into the schedule. So with the teams dropping, obviously something's got to give somewhere, and we now have a new schedule just because it wasn't optional. So they're sticking with 20 games. It's going to be a 20-game schedule. I have a couple different stats to bring in, but let me see here. Bucktush will start opening night. It was supposed to be in the Peninsula. They're going to be starting opening night now in Miramichi. So Bucktush, Miramichi. A year ago, that was the first game. That's the game where Paronto laid his hit on Milson, and holy hell broke loose. So I'm happy to see this is a good rivalry game. And Absolutely. This is also the first time they're going to face off since Game 7 in Bucktush, where Miramichi broke the hearts of everybody in the greater Bucktush, in the Grand Bucktush area.
And this is in Miramichi, correct?
This is in Miramichi.
I mean, we got to be at that one. We just got to be at that one.
Oh, we're going to be at that one. I don't think it's an optional thing for me. Initially, I think we were probably going to split up and go to different games that night. Now everybody's just going to be at one game. The next night, Dalhousie, that was supposed to play Miramichi on the Friday, is now playing against Bell Bay in the Bell Bay home opener at the Petit Rocher Arena, 8 p.m. puck drop. Obviously, 8:15 in Miramichi the night before. I didn't mention that, but everybody knows that. Dalhousie at Bell Bay for the Bell Bay home opener for their franchise. It's going to be very exciting. We'll be there for that one. The next day, nothing changes. Sunday, we have Fredericton at Amherst at 2 p.m., Bucktush at Elspuckduck at 5:30. So that's the same thing that was supposed to be happening.
In a perfect world, we're at all 4 games on that first weekend. Can we make that happen?
We might not be able to get all of the Fredericton Amherst game in, or we'll have to miss the beginning of the LC Bucktush game. But the answer for you is yes, we're going to make that happen. We'll have other people at the LC game for the beginning of it, and we'll make our way there.
Me and you are going to be in Fredericton.
Amherst.
Amherst. What did I say?
Thank God. Thank God we're not in Fredericton. If it was Fredericton, it couldn't happen. But Amherst is only about an hour 15, hour 20. So we can make it happen. We'll probably miss the first period of the Elspuckduck game, and we'll be there. So anyway, and that does suck because Bucktush LC is just not a series that you want to miss.
No.
Beyond that, the schedule has changed a lot. Miramichi is playing in Bell Bay the next week. A couple weeks after that, the game is still going to go on in Cap Palais against Amherst for Bucktush. So like the things that I was really looking forward to are still going to be happening. And now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some work that Ricky Bastrash did. Ricky Bastrash, man, one of my faves, solid guy, did some work here and sent me the statistics on it. So the head-to-heads. Bell Bay is going to face off against Dalhousie 6 times. Initially, anybody that was in your division, you were going to play against them 4 times. Anybody that was outside your division, you were going to play against them once. So double home and home in your division, single home and home outside your division. They had to change things up now. So Bell Bay is going to be facing Dalhousie 6 times. Bucktush is going to be facing Miramichi, LC, Fredericton, Amherst, all 4 times. Bucktush is also going to be playing. Oh, I can't even find it. I'll get to it. Amherst and LC, Amherst, Fredericton. So all of those within division in the South, they're facing off 4 times. Else Pucktuck's now going to be playing Dalhousie 3 times instead of 2. Amherst, Bell, Amherst, Dalhousie, both 3 times instead of 2. Bell Bay against LC 3 times instead of 2. Those are really the big changes. And the one change that I have to mention that does change from before, Fredericton, formerly River Valley, would have faced Miramichi twice. Single home and home. 1 game in Miramichi, 1 game in Fredericton. That would have been it. Suck it up, move on. Now, we're going to see Fredericton playing Miramichi 4 times. So double home. That makes me happy.
Geez, I'm salivating at that one. I just got to put over Ricky for a second. You know how I am with wrestling, how I'm probably autistic when it comes to wrestling, and I just overdo everything with wrestling. Is Ricky my equivalent when it comes to senior hockey?
Ricky's very similar to you for senior hockey. Ricky loves senior hockey. We wouldn't be here without Ricky's support.
Yeah.
So the first season, Ricky sent us a bunch of different fights that kind of boosted our channel to get us off the ground. Ricky's been sending us really, really good quality DSLR pictures since season 1. Before we even had a DSLR, I was using Ricky's pictures on our page because it's all we had. He's always been extremely generous with us. In turn, throughout the years, Ricky's become one of our best friends.
Yep.
We go to hot wrestling with Ricky. I message with Ricky almost every day. He's a great guy.
I think other than Ricky, like Connor Smith is another one that's just become like one of the best. Like I haven't said this in a long time. One of my best friends, him and Ricky, just the best.
Oh my God. Well, we've made a lot of good connections, made a lot of good friends because of this podcast. And, we've even met some jackasses like Travis Robichaud. But
I kind of like Travis a lot.
Oh, do you?
So
he's my cousin, so I can't go too easy on him. But
yeah, you got the same haircut.
17th cousin or something. Yeah, we got the same hairline from that Robichaud side. Hey, listen, fuck you, and kiss my ass, Vautour. Enjoy your day.
Okay.
I like the schedule, though. I think it is interesting. I'm really, really happy to see Miramichi playing Fredericton 4 times.
Yeah, because there's that old rivalry.
That's what it's all about. Other than that, most of it stays kind of the same. So whatever. I mean, Bucktush would play Miramichi 4 times now. They would have only played twice before, so that's a big change as well.
Yeah, and that's another rivalry there.
100%. So Miramichi is going to be getting a lot more rivalry games. That's the one thing that I didn't like about the divisions was the fact that some of those big rivalries weren't going to continue, or we're going to see each other less. You're going to see them a lot more this season, so that's pretty exciting. And doing a lot of games between Dalhousie and Bell Bay makes a lot of sense to me because while that's a new franchise, they're only an hour apart. Those two teams are going to hate each other. I predict that by the end of the year, that's going to be like another Bucktush LC or another Miramichi River Valley. So or Amherst Bucktush, which for whatever reason is ridiculously good rivalry. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm very excited about this. I think it's a good schedule. It looks like it's hard. The thing with 7 teams, it's impossible to have a balanced schedule. The last few seasons, we've had nice balanced schedules. Everybody plays everybody the same amount of times. Going with divisions, that was going to get changed a little bit, but you were going to play your inside division the same amount of times, outside division the same amount of times. Pretty much impossible to do that with 7 teams. So kudos to Roger, to Connor, to anybody, all the teams that put in a lot of time and effort to try to get this schedule hashed out. I didn't expect to see the schedule for at least another week. The fact that it went live 3 days after the Peninsula dropped out of the league, hats off to all the teams, hats off to everybody at the league. Amazing to get it out this soon, and it gives us a great thing to talk about. It makes the fans happy, so you can start to plan your road trips and plan what games you're going to see. So, kudos. Corey's got nothing. Corey's just staring at me in the abyss here. So we're going to get back to our team previews next episode. There's just been so much going on. It's hard to get them in here, but we're going to have to knock out 2 teams per episode for a little bit to be able to finish this on time, which isn't a big deal. I mean, we can do that. So that's going to be the plan going forward. You'll be seeing a couple teams previewed. I think the next teams you're going to hear us preview are going to be Miramichi, Dalhousie, Bucktush is the plan. Those 3 are in the plans, and then probably Amherst. The last team you're going to hear us do a preview for will be the Elspeth Hawks, just because they're still signing guys, they're still announcing guys. But man, you want to talk about a team getting from no announcements to over half their teams announced. It's really exciting. I talked to a lot of Hawks fans, obviously being from Richard, and everybody's getting pretty pumped. So reach out to Kylie, get your season tickets, get out to the Kent North. Man, you can't ask for better than that. A home opener, and you're playing Bucktouche.
Yep.
Good God. Can't wait. All right, Corey, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I think that's all we got, so we'll see you on Thursday.
Take care.